Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the Mindful Meditation vlog. And I appreciate you watching these episodes. For the few viewers I do have and subscribers, thank you guys. Please like and continue to subscribe to these videos. And please share if you can. I put the link in the bio in the About Me to have quick access to that. Please share with friends. I'm trying to build some followers right now. If you have ever thought about investing or putting a portfolio together for stocks or index funds or even crypto, this episode is definitely for you. I'm going to try to connect the dots between investing in a stock fund, in a portfolio or an index fund, and how that is similar and related to investing in your daily habits, self-care, self-improvement routine. So these both have long-term benefits and also the compounding factor that happens over time that is really hard for us to process in the moment with our, understanding as humans of time. It's hard to figure out and fully wrap your head around compounding interest and how that works. So in this episode, we're going to draw these parallels. We're going to touch on all these topics. So stay tuned and check it out. Hey, number one, daily habits. Investing in yourself and in your daily habits is key for a happy life, for longevity, and for finding serenity and peace in your own life. Now, everyone's journey to happiness and serenity is different. This is something that you have to work out. You have to find what you like, find what works for you. And in previous episodes, I've talked about self-care techniques, certain habits that you can do, and certain practices that work for me. And one of which is taking baths, having a skincare routine. These are huge for me for just relaxing and having a good rest and good sleep and recovery. I also really try to set a timer to go to sleep. I'm more big on having an alarm for sleep than I am for waking up, because I wake up pretty much naturally. If I try to sleep in, my two children have me up by like 7:30, 8 o'clock anyway. So that's a natural alarm clock. Getting to bed at a good time and getting your circadian rhythm going is key for health. It's super important to focus on your sleep, because that's when your body recovers itself, and that is when you can kind of recoup and let your body restore. So if you're lacking in sleep, if you're not having a good nighttime routine, you're not going to have a great daytime routine, because your energy levels and the adenosine in your system is going to be very high. So that means your level of energy is low. Now, share the episode's goal. So I've already shared that. Let's go ahead and get to step one, the power of investing in daily habits. Now, let's see, guys. This is something I've always said, start small, okay? Little habits can go a long way, and that's huge. Consistent actions like exercise and meditation, or even daily journaling, compound over time, similar to financial investments. Now, share a quote, something that has always stuck with me about investing and just self-improvement is the quote. It's just a regular Bible quote, but it's, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man how to fish, and feed him for a lifetime. So small investments in one action can change the course of someone's life, with constant ability to go out and feed himself, to go to a lake or a pond and catch a fish. And you can see the value of just a little bit of a perspective shift can change someone's life, and how the outcomes of their life can be helped and benefited in such a big way. So that's just one small example of what I'm talking about. Now, investments. How exactly is an index fund or a stock investment in one of the MSP 500 companies or 5,000 companies, How is that putting money into an account, in an index fund, having steady, consistent, and with long-term rewards or dividends from these assets? Now, how exactly is that going to be a beneficial compounding factor like a daily habit is in your life? Well, I would say physical wellness investments, that's what I'll call them. Physical wellness investments are simply exercise, sauna, cold plunge. So some of the benefits of these types of daily habits and practices are: one, you have mental clarity. Number two, you feel better. You're re-energized by doing these activities. Another one is your longevity. So you're more resilient if you put your body or your meat suit through physical stress every day. So you're able to handle resilient tasks or things like challenges that might come up in your life if you put time into exercise, sauna, and cold plunge. And there's a reason that's considered, the alpha treatment or the alpha protocol that all these guys, these millionaires or these entrepreneurs are doing, these biohackers out in the world. So, try it for yourself. Cold plunge is not for everybody. Personally, I like to cold plunge after the sauna, or sometimes I like to do cold plunge, sauna, cold plunge. And it's changed my life and how mentally I can get to another level that I wasn't able to access before. So it's a level of like a frequency similar to a radio. So when you're driving down the road and you want to hear something on 99.5 and all of a sudden you realize that you want to listen to maybe a little rock or a little hip hop, but that's on 102.7. So you change the dial, you tune into a different frequency, and all of a sudden your brain or the music, the radio shifts, and you're able to access different thoughts, maybe a higher rate of thought. So that is something I definitely recommend. That's also partly why like science-based biohacks are super critical, super important to try out for yourself. Another really cool one lately is infrared light. It's very popular to go to these almost like tanning beds, and it beams light on you and it heals your cells, your inner makeup. So again, these are physical wellness investments. And similarly to the physical investments to feel good and to have longevity, you can also make mental wellness investments, which these would be meditation and practicing mindfulness. So these practices are great for you. They also bring in clarity. They help you deal with stress, the daily stress of life. They also help you battle, challenges again like the physical, but they also help you battle mental moods or different things like emotions that may come up throughout your day. So these are other really positive practices. These are mindset, disciplinary practices or mental wellness investments. So doing something one day and having consistency through this self-care practice, it's actually going to help you down the road in the long term, years later. So I've talked in previous episodes about meditation and how it's highly impacted my life. And I never thought that meditating at 18 and 19 would actually benefit me 10 years later, a decade later in my life, and dealing with being a dad and having kids and being resilient to show up better in my life for them and being a better dad and a better parent for them now from actions I took for my mental wellness investment back when I was 19 and 20 earlier on in my life. So these are small connections. These mental wellness investments help you stay grounded. Sometimes even walking outside barefoot, grounding, these techniques can help you stay resilient, relieve stress, and also connect to your body and connect to the universe and your spirituality. So these are things that you take small steps now, tiny habits, to have great results later on. Now again, these are an example of physical wellness investments like exercise, sauna, and cold plunge, as well as mental wellness investments like meditation and mindfulness. So next, financial health as a form of self-care. So you might think, why would financial health be a form of self-care? Well, let me tell you why. Because if you put in time to learn and discuss how financial literacy and making smart investments contribute to long-term freedom and peace of mind, because putting in the work now, sacrificing the days, the nights, the early mornings now can actually put you ahead and set up your future self for a more comfortable lifestyle or having more financial freedom. So networking with people in real estate and finance and certain career groups or network groups, doing that, putting in that work now is going to help your future self actually have more freedom and more time to do what you want. So these are our small financial health as a form of self-care. Again, I want to offer some more insights on health and wellness. So I'm going to go ahead and read a quick quote or a quick page from a book by Barbara O'Neill. She's a holistic medicine healer. She talks about using fruits and vegetables as a way to heal your insides and heal your spirit. So here we go very quickly. Health benefits of the sun. The following is a summary of the sum of the incredible abilities of sunlight. Prevents insufficiency of vitamin D, which we all know that. Vitamin D is essential for healthy teeth and bones, boosts immunity, and aids in the battle against depression. Vitamin D insufficiency has been associated with less exposure to sunlight. You may be more susceptible to osteoporosis, autoimmune illnesses, depression, cancer, chronic pain, and weak muscles if you have low vitamin D levels. Since vitamin D is found in very few foods, exposure to sunlight is the most effective way to absorb this essential vitamin. Your body will produce more vitamin D with moderate sunlight exposure. Combats stress and sleeplessness, anxiety, despair, insomnia, and an inability to eat well are all possible signs of AFS. The hormone serotonin is essential for controlling mood, appetite, and sleep patterns. Recovering from adrenal fatigue requires getting adequate restorative sleep. It's time to give your body some sunshine and put an end to those antidepressants loaded with chemicals. Elevated levels of sunlight exposure stimulate the creation of serotonin, which in turn improves mood, reduces stress, increases appetite, and improves sleep. Provides relief from skin disorders. It's well known that sunlight has extraordinary healing properties. Natural sunlight's ultraviolet radiation can help with skin disorders such as psoriasis, acne, scleroderma, atopic dermatitis, eczema, and jaundice. AIDS, rheumatoid arthritis, and osteoporosis. In addition to being recognized to induce rheumatoid arthritis, vitamin D insufficiency is a major contributing factor to osteoporosis, an age-related condition characterized by weak, brittle bones. Rheumatoid arthritis can be debilitating in severe cases. Research has indicated a higher incidence of rheumatoid arthritis in higher latitudes, where sunlight is scarcer, than in lower latitudes, which are closer to the equator. Furthermore, the longer a person is exposed to sunlight, the worse off they are from the sickness. Exposure to sunlight stimulates your body's production of vitamin D and facilitates the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which are vital for strong bones and teeth. As a result, sunlight can offer some relief from ailments like osteoporosis and rheumatoid arthritis, while also preventing high blood pressure, stroke, heart attacks, helps fight seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression. Depression, known as seasonal affective disorder or SAD, typically starts in early fall and gets worse in the winter. Deficits in vitamin D and sunlight are recognized to be the disorder's causes. Sunshine exposure can help alleviate seasonal affective disorder by increasing vitamin D and serotonin, also referred to as the happy hormone. Maintains your circadian rhythm. Your body's circadian cycle depends on the sun, which is one of the sun's many health benefits. Your body and mind need hormones to work correctly, which sunlight helps to regulate. This synchronizes your circadian rhythm. Sped up on that one. Moreover, UV light exposure causes the body to produce melatonin, a potent antioxidant that aids in the fight against cancer. Additional health benefits of the sun. Sun exposure helps heal wounds, lower mortality rates, alleviate infant jaundice, control body temperature, lessen chronic discomfort and body odor, and aid in the battle against persistent weight gain. The retina, which is found at the back of the eye, receives natural sunlight, which aids in synchronizing your body's vital biorhythms. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I just wanted to touch on light again because I think it's so vital for your health. I think it's important to get outside, to walk as much as possible. And I'm super grateful that, I have kids and my spouse that remind me to get outside. And anytime just being a dad and I'm stressed and I need to, relieve a little bit of that stress, I know I can go walk outside in the sun or go for a quick jog and I'll instantly feel better after about 5 or 10 minutes. It feels instant because I'm already just thinking about going on a walk outside in the sun. I start to get in a better mood. But after about 5 minutes of getting blood flow and again that sunlight, those different spectrums hitting my skin, I start to feel better. So I don't just have a mental benefit, but I have a biochemical benefit, a biochemical reaction or a light reaction from the sun and the movement of my body. So that is all taking place and benefiting me through the night because it's also setting my circadian rhythm. So I'm going to sleep much better from having taken that action early in the day, taking a nice little physical wellness investment and getting the reward that night when I go to sleep. So these are the small little reframes that help me get through the day and help me stay positive and help me also, work on my self-care and, wellness routine. So I call you to go out, walk tomorrow. I call you to meditate and put some small investments into the piggy bank, okay? Invest in yourself. A little mental wellness, investment would go a long way. Go to the bookstore, buy a book, listen to a new podcast, or, if work is the thing that's benefiting you most, having financial freedom in the future, stay an extra hour at work and put in the time, go in an hour early, put in those small investments so you can have a big reward down the road. And remember, it's not just for you, but it's benefiting everyone around you, your family, and all of those that you might love when you put these small investments in and you're in a better mood or your future self is benefited so they get to share some of that wealth with you in the future. So keep those in mind. Small little reframes go a long way. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Another episode number 11 of Mindful Meditations. So stay tuned until the next one, and I hope you guys have a great week. All right.
Nothing done squatting on the 4G idols right outside. My niggas watching out. The black hotter than a coffin pot. Can't even get the